Ah, sorry about that. Anyway, I was just getting a drink. Anyway, hello and welcome to Division 3, Season 3, Race 3, Triple Threes, here at Australia's Albert Park, here for the third race of the season, following the real F1 calendar, I think. Well, so far we are. Well, I'd say congratulations to Prize, or Phantom, or I'll just say Phantom. First time league racing? I only just saw that in Discord, so. Get everything out. First one out is the Williams of Elliott. That is a Williams, right? This is the last division to race, I think, isn't it, this week? On this Thursday evening. Obviously in Australia the qualifying time is ridiculously early in the morning. Luckily it's just a game. So I think pole we're looking at a time of what is it, like a 120, I don't know, 5, 6, something around there. Yes, there's a good bit of distance between all the cars, so really having a bit of a moment there. A few cars close together, but nothing too bad. We'll go. To be fair, I forget who won last race. In Bahrain. Anyways, really it's the first one to cross the line and the first one to start his lap. This comes into the third turn, taking it nice and slow here, avoiding the inside curb on turn 4. Touching the curb on turn 5. Obviously, racing in the old configuration of Albert Park here. As for the new 2022 race, it was obviously changed. The chicane removed. So it's just a long straight. And a considerable amount of corners changed and widened. That that bollard already gone. A very slow middle sector. I mean, not middle sector. Chicane there for Elliott as he slowed down over the bump. So Sale just behind him, and I'm sure will set a top 5 lap. Very slow corner wheel spin out of that corner, upshifting fast across the line. They won 23.5 is our first time going slow, I think, in over missing the braking zone with the penultimate corner. Sail across the line, stay 123.6. I definitely think he can go faster. Who's crossing the line next? It'll be Hammer with a 124.5, new fastest then by Stewart, who's at 22.1, and then a new fastest is the 21.9 by Fox. Billy on medium, so it's a 123.9. Evan, the Aftari, so that's a 124.4 on the mediums. A lot of people going on to the, only 2 people going on to the medium side. As for across the line is one of the Ferraris, but that was the start of their lap. On our lap now, one with a Guna, that's a Ferrari ahead. He's validated his lap, I just realised. Who is new going across the line? The average gamer set to 123.8. That's the only new car set in a lap. Gangster here. All the way down to second gear. For first time racing, Phantom, that's 123.0. Gangster's going to cross the line to set a 123.1, putting him 4th, just above Lee Elliott by 4/10. Who set a time there? Hoff sets a time of 122.6, and obviously Fox Blue goes fastest yet again. We're setting a new fastest of 121.6. Oh, snap of oversteer for Reaper. He says no, the gamer disqualified for going the wrong way. Really, no, not really. Reaper sets in a time of a 23.2. RPM sets a time of 22.4. He's fast in Bahrain, as we saw. ACS here, as I always pronounce his name wrong, invalidated his lap. He will come across the line. I assume we'll just start going again. Bompton sets a 123.9. Yes, it's fair. Put him in 10th place. As he slows down to let the Alpha Tauri of Guna past. I've had the pleasure of racing alongside this man. We might go on board with an entire lap for here. Here as he goes into turn 4, missing the inside curb, as many drivers have done. Also missing the inside curb there. This corner widened by 7.5 meters in the new configuration, but it's still a tight right-hander in this game. Coming up to the remove chicane, using a curb on the left. I always spin out if I use that curb on the left, but each set up to their own. As he comes into the quick chicane here, Carlos Sainz misjudging this in the actual Grand Prix and getting beached in the gravel on lap 4. As he's running low on fuel here, Guna, I think he should have enough to cross the line. Slowing down in considerable amount there at the penultimate corner. All missing the effects there. One to the last corner. It's in the back end sliding, but he keeps it under control for the last turn. It's a good exit, and he was at a time of 122.8, putting him 5th, just above his teammate of Phantom by around just a 10th and a bit. Yellow flags for Lee Elliott as he's letting cars past. Phantom on another lap, see if he can beat his teammate here. He seems to be quite a quick flyer. Also, I think Sail in front of him, who's starting a lap. Prize is going to come across the line. His back end also slightly stepping out. Here he comes across the line with a 122.6 going above his teammate, putting it 4th above Hoff as well. Hoff on an out lap. Who else is at a time? Sail on new soft tyres here, trying to beat his 123.6. He had a mistake on his last hot lap, and he has a mistake here as he puts too much pressure, too much throttle on out of the 3rd turn. And has got stuck on the curve. No, never mind, resets the track. But that's a very strange predicament there. He got stuck on the curve and had to reset the track. Obviously, I think that is not allowed to reset to track unless you're stuck in a place like that. And these cars can't get beached in the gravel. Right? So yeah, two mistakes on his lap. He will have I don't know how long is left of the session. When that yellow flag just appears, I'll see 8 minutes. He'll have 8 minutes and 30 seconds to set another time. We might as well go on board with Stewart, who's on his lap, coming around the final sector here. He's looking to find 5/10 because his lap is invalidated, so he might just continue his lap as he decides to pit. So he'll put some new soft tyres on and try to beat Fox Loose time as Phantom's coming into the pit. Hoff is up by 0.217 tenths here. That would put him just P4 above Phantom. He's looking to get another 10th here to go 3rd. Would be a great result for him. Extremely fast driver. Very fast Fernando Alonso corner in the Alpine, I'm going to call that turn. Using all the run-off as well in 6th gear, so what we like to see. Short shifting up to 3rd and 4th again, using the inside curb, slower than other drivers, so you think he can make up for it for the speed around the track. He sets a 122.3, goes 3rd above RPM as well. RPM going to try and deny that here with his lap that we'll ride on board with. Behind him is one of the Aston Martins of ACS, who he had to set a lap. Well, I said I set a lap, but it was invalidated. Two ends of this qualifying table here, 117th and 4th. The only driver not to set a time, except Nelboy, but never mind. As he will just stay in the pits. As Hammer's on a lap, but I think this is also a fast lap for the two Aston Martins here. He's going to go back on board with RPM. I will get the what was it? Table up so I can actually have a look. As he comes across the final turn, extremely high revs here before shifting up. He will come across the line to set a 122.2, retake 3rd place from Hoff and Sale, who sneaked in there just above. So currently with 2 wins in a row, Fox Blue, and he's looking to have 3rd here as he's on provisional pole here, as the only driver of the two deny him will be Stewart and maybe RPM if they can find second. If they can find around half a second here. As Evan is on a lap, but I think he is coming into the pits. He is. Gangster's also on a lap. We'll ride on board with him. I think we'll ride on board with Stewart after Gangster comes across the line. He downshifts there. I don't think he needs to. I think he has the speed. All the way down to 2nd here, taking a lot of curb with the penultimate when he goes into pits. We'll ride on board with Stewart. Anyone wondering, takes a lot of curb there. Different to some other drivers. Oh, back end looks really slidey here, but I think it's definitely learned his setup, as in the first sector he's around 800th up. Taking a lot of curb as well, sets a fastest first sector, as we'll check here, compare the two Englishmen's first sector. Fox Blue with a 26.8 and a 26. Oh, so never mind, it's not so fast. It's 2 tenths slow at the moment. Is Stewart, and he invalidates on the entry of the 2nd chicane. Unlucky for him. It looks like and also an invalidation from Phantom as he goes in 7th. He's looking to get in front of people that may have snuck just in front of him, like Billy, who also set a lap on the softs, say 122.4. Anyone wondering, ASC set a 123.2, putting himself into 13th, but I think he'll be going again, which he is now. As at the moment, Fox Blue is obviously won 2 races in a row. It's 2nd in the championship, is currently the man in 6th with a 4th place finish and a 2nd place finish. And in 3rd is Sale with a 2nd place finish and a 6th place finish. And large corner cut there from ASC. He'll have to go around again and see if we can judge that corner better. And someone who I have not even spoke about at all this this race is Bogorowski here, filling in for, I'm assuming, the Haas drivers, unless he's actually in this league and I have missed something. Out with a long time with injury here. He's back. The man himself, he'll be seeing if he can set a good lap. BB Baldy at the moment might just be getting in his way. I think he may have just holding up the professional. I think he had aborted his hot lap attempt, yeah, due to BB Boldy's slight impediment of his lap, but it is fine. He has 2 minutes to go around the track again, and also another person I have raced with, BB Boldy, in Division 5. Good driver, just struggling to find his feet in Division 3, just like a certain Division 1 driver that is currently DNF'd altering races. As he says, they're kind of really wide as he spins and does retire his rear left wheel coming off there. Let's see if we'll run on board with Stewart so we can see that crash better. He says as he goes on board with Elliott, who's also coming across the turn. As you can see, the Alpha Tauri on the right hand side of his screen. He's on a lap. He doesn't care about that car. He just trying to set a time to put him inside the top 10 here. As he was set to come across the line. Does he improve? Yes, puts him up to P13. I think that's a few places for him. Bogorowski now on his lap where he was impeded. Not using full throttle here, not using full braking, invalidates over the 6th turn. I think he'll be rushing to go setting another lap on his tyres, as all the top 7 are hit driving, as Bompson just letting cars go past, as he is actually in P2, which I did not realise, the closest to Blue Fox at the moment by 3 tenths. Stewart here needs to keep his nerve to try to get in front of this driver. Oh, that is Bompton in the Ferrari. Bompton's teammate here will be able to set another lap if he decides to when he crosses the line. The invalidation corner, he doesn't take any risk there. Full send into the last corner. As Stewart around the penultimate corner, using a lot of the runoff, just like Hoff did very well. Perfectly hits the apex here. Short shifting up, all the rear sliding, really missing the apex that last turn, but I think he managed to keep the speed up. What is his time? A 121.8. He takes 3rd place from Bompton. Talking about 3rd, Hoff steals 3rd from Bompton. I don't mean 3rd, I meant 2nd. But a brilliant lap there from Hoff, saying a 121.8. Speedy Gonzalez. As Billy has finished 6th at the moment. If anyone can beat that time, Sale is at the moment on a lap. We'll see where he can put it. He needs to improve by anywhere just between half a tenth here to move up a place. He'll be looking to move up a few places depending on how good this lap was for him. He goes to P5 for the brilliant lap. 122.0. Anyone any more drivers on a lap? Phantom's down. Bogorowski maybe on his lap? Bogorowski is managing trying to make his final lap work. He's going to cross the line. Puts him 11th. A good return for Bogorowski here. Just outside the top 10. Evan sealing the top 10. And then, yeah, apparently Stewart just managed to cross the line in time. No one else is going to cede his 2nd place for him, but now he has the task of chasing down Fox Blue, which seems to be a difficult task for the first 2 races. As Stewart takes a leisurely drive into the pits. So as you can see, we have lost the Nerdy Gamer, who is in 19th, disqualified for driving the wrong way, could not set a lap. We also lost Nelboy and BB Boldy, the only driver to retire and set a lap, as you saw on the exit of the second chicane. He will start 17th, Nelboy 18th, and the average gamer 19th. As obviously pole was taken by Fox Blue. If I am sure that is his third consecutive pole in a row, doing what Demon Max 50 did in Division 5 for the first 3 races of the season. As I just realised, the Haas of Abrasive in P4 is obviously taken over by Bogorowski. He's trying his best, as he's 12th now. I don't know who set a time that moved him up or down. I did not see that. I'll take a quick drink, so I will mute myself. And welcome back. A very short break as the drivers decided their strategy. Here as we start of the formation lap as I go down the grid. We'll go from the back. The moment is in the Alpine is the average gamer here, 19th, on starting on the medium tyre. No, hang on. So here we have no driver starting on the hards, which is a good thing to see, I guess. And the predictive pit stop strategies. Everyone on the mediums will pit lap 13 to 18, and everyone on the softs pits from hards on lap 10 to 15, I think it said. Anyway, the nerdy gamer. I say nerdy. I don't know if that's nerdy, but we'll just say it is. Anyway, the average gamer 19th, Nelboy 18th, didn't set a lap. BB Boldy retired but did set a lap 17th. Hammer last out of the qualifies, if that's even a word. The 16th, Reaper 15th from the Williams. The highest placed Aston Martin, the Ace SC here on the soft 14th. Gangster 13th is the lowest McLaren. On the softs, Bogorowski 12th, the highest medium star here. And also replacing the Abrasive event, who's in P4. Tough ask for the man returning here. I think he will enjoy it though. A good race hopefully here as he's playing it a bit scarcely with the fuel. Evan P11, his teammate obviously DNFing in qualifying. P10 is Prize here. A bit of a poor qualifying. I think he could have gone faster. Ree Elliott sneaking into P9 there with his brother in front in the Alfa Romeo 8th. Billy here 7th in the Mercedes. RPM 6th. The highest McLaren and 5th is Sale. Bompton 4th in the Ferrari. Hoff had taken a brilliant P3. The highest Mercedes here, Stewart and Fox Blue obviously starting first. Mercedes versus Red Bull here. We start the Australian Grand Prix, 5 red lights, and away we go. a poor start from the top four. I think Hoff's going to get a good run on Fox Blue as Stewart takes the lead there. Fox Blue stays second. Sale sneaked up into third, overtaken Hoff. So Billy dives down the inside on, who is that? RPM. Bompton's dropped down. There's a front wing on the dash. That is Hoff's front wing. I think there's a safety car deployed as Guna has retired for the second race running. Really bad race starts, but Hoff has managed to sneak back into P3 under the safety car. It's poor, unfortunately, an extremely poor start from him using that front wing. Luckily, he can pit under the safety car that was caused by his fellow Division 5 driver Guna. I think, anyway. I don't know. They were Division 5. So I guess we can look at the winners and losers of that start here from a first lap safety car. So we go to details, obviously. Let's go to positions gained. Stewart with a good start on Fox here from the start. Hoff obviously third, but he will pit, so he will most likely drop down to last. Sale moves up into third. Billy moves up into fourth. He gained 3 places on the start. RPM's gained 1. Gangster has gained 7 on that start. Brilliant from him. The way he's pulled that out from Prize, gone up 3 places. Obviously everyone gaining a place from Hoff. So, and also ASC moving up 6 places. That's brilliant. Really a solid start. Staying P9. Reaper, his teammate behind him, P10. BV Bowling moves up 6 places as well. That's great from him. Bogorowski stays 12th where he was. The other gamer moves up 6 places. Brilliant stuff from him. Nelbo also moving up 4 places. Good stuff for him. And then obviously when we come down to the losers of Hoff, unfortunately pitted with Bompton and Hammer here. And there is a retired Alpha Tauri at the start-finish line. I don't know what that is, but yeah. Getting the engine really warm, maybe using a bit of fuel here, Gangster here. I'm trying to get those, keeping those revs high. Or maybe he just does love destroying his engine. Luckily, obviously, there's no engine wear in any of these leagues, races, so there's a reset every race. But that would be a great feature to have in future F1 games, I think, personally. If we start a league like this, but the league system actually worked and didn't glitch out all the time and allowed reserves and sub drivers to come in, and you could have engine wear and upgrade, I guess that would be quite fun. As the safety car stays out for another lap, as we will get going on the start of lap 4, it seems. Also a quick shout out to the Rainbow Six Siege team. Neo, currently in a map, currently in a best of 5, and I know I really should be shouting out other people for this, but under this safety car I might as well. Team Neo currently in a BO5 on Rainbow Six Siege, versing Doyless. Obviously they are about to win 3-0. so I would like it if you could send support their way. As it's being streamed on YouTube, it's just Neo versus Dolus on YouTube. Obviously you can switch between both. Obviously this is going to be a very intense race, as it was last week in Bahrain. Safety car will come in this lap. Obviously star player the Bromley Neo will be playing in that. Absolutely brilliant guy. Used to race in this league, that's why I'm saying it. Race in Division 2. Previously got banned as well in this Discord, but we move on anyway. As the safety car comes in, the safety car starts to gain a bit of a lead. Stewart decides to bunch up the pack here. Let's see if what his tactics are. Personally, I would slow down to an extremely slow pace. Maybe even slower than Stewart's here. As he decides to go now. You can go anywhere between now and the line. As there he goes. Anyone predicting it? Yes. Billy's managed to predict it. And retirement for Price. There's going to be no safety car for that though, because sorry, I'm just watching this. Oh, a sail cuts across the trackers. Denies Bombton a bit there, as we saw. I don't know what that was. I think that's just Billy not left just a bit of room for Sale there as he dove down the inside, causing Sale to be off track and off on the curb, and he's just gone out not realising Bompton's next to him, and he's DNF'd him. That'll be a close look for the Stewart. Just Gangster wants to get revenge for his teammates. He dives down the inside on the chicane. Can't make that move stick as he takes a lot of curb. As we ride on board, there's a bit of a gap here caused by that collision. Ree Elliott is quite a bit off the top 5 now. Stewart is still in the lead at the moment. Sale is dropping more places, as it seems. Don't know if he has damage yet. And Gangster right on the back of Billy here. We'll see if he decides to make the overtake here. Using ERS, Billy not using ERS, we'll have to see. Does he revenge his teammate with a dive bomb? No, he stays just behind for this first couple of turns. The ERS is not activated until next lap after the safety car. As I'm just watching as the Williams decide to invert the cars. Reaper, who is faster than Rielli, goes in front. BV Boldy taking a lot of cover there. I'd surely get a penalty for that. The brilliant Bogorowski in 9th playing his time here, or playing his time in general, being chased by Hoff here on the mediums. As Gangster is still eager to get this place. As he will go down the inside here. Brilliant move there from Gangster. Completely, Billy had no option, had to concede, but obviously now he's going to be probably fighting a losing battle with DRS here, so Billy might get the move back on him. Never mind, there's no DRS here. As you can see, there's a bit of wings on the floor there, as Sale had to pit, unfortunately. Maybe had damage when he collided with RPM there. We'll see how it goes. As who is the closest? I'll have to put on intervals now. As Nelboy seems to be quite close on the back of Hoff here. Might want to be making a move as Hoff is currently stuck in a Haas sandwich. Both Haas's on the medium tyre strategy. Now moving up 7 places, great from him. As ACS is currently also buying this time with Billy here. as he's not really had the best of luck in the past couple of races, and now he seems to be showing his true colours as he's chasing down Billy here, and Gangster managed to pull a second on Billy, so no DRS for Billy. Now he might be getting attacked by ACS as Hoffy wants to go down the inside, or was trying to on one of those turns, as there is a 5-long train here, Bogorowski at the head of it, and I think a very eager BV Boldy's gone off track. A very eager Hoff wants to get in front of sorry, really bad camera angle as BV Boldy slots in a strange place in between Nell and Bompton here. Bompton did pick up a 3-second time penalty. As Billy and ACS fighting for position now. ACS down, trying to go around the outside here of Billy, can't do it. We'll have to see where he tries it again, as Hoff does get past Bogorowski, locking the rears though, as Bogorowski trying to fight back. Hoff left enough room, no colliding there, as Stewart is still in front and Gangster is approaching. Fox Blue here has Bogorowski falls behind Nell Boy, and PB Boldy will be looking to make that place up. As now ACS, yep, as Bogorowski falls back behind PB Boldy, and he'll probably also fall back behind Hammer and Bompton very soon. ACS here, can he have a good run with DRS here? But he has to pit lap 7 a bit early. The average gimmick, it's a 3-second time penalty. As now there's a top 3 forming. The earliest pit on the softs here, Billy will probably be going on the hards. As I'm just waiting for a move to be made, as Bompton is very close to Bogorowski there, I saw. The unfortunate bit about being a commentator in this division is everyone is so close, and I have to look around everyone to make sure everyone is not being overtaken and we're missing all the action. As Nelboy's very close on Hoff. I think Hoff's just trying to pull out of that DRS range here, as any driver would, and Hoff obviously trying to get into the DRS of Rielia here. As now Gangster sees Fox Blue. Fox Blue, both drivers, all the 3 drivers here, storing that ERS well. Even Fox Blue on 100, Stewart on 97, and Gangster on 94 as he's using it, as all 3 drivers are using it, except from Stewart. It's all really just stuck in a DRS train at the moment, but Gangster's closer to Fox Blue than Fox Blue is to Stewart. I say that, and as I were talking, Elliot goes into the pits. He's pitting on the mediums. He'll be doing 21 laps on the mediums, if I'm correct. No, I'm lying. 20 laps on the medium, sorry. I think that's what Billy's doing as well. Yep, but he's doing 21 laps on the mediums. As BV Boldy has spun out of the 3rd turn here. As I think we can see on board with Billy. Yeah, retired it just like he did in qualifying. Unfortunately, that brings out a safety car. Has it on track. This allows all drivers to get a free pit stop at the moment. Unfortunately for the drivers that have pitted, it's not the best for them. As I assume all the drivers will go into the pits now for the mediums or hards. All the drivers going in to the pits. Ooh, Gangster very close on the back of Fox and Blue there. I think Stuart will come out first with his faster stops. And unfortunately, Gangster's being held. Will he lose position? That is the question. I don't think so. Nope, he stays in third. We'll have to see where this reshuffles. Mediums to mediums, obviously. Hoff stopped on the mediums. Borowski will pit for the hard, I assume. Borowski put something for the medium, so you go opt in for a two-stop strategy here around Australia. Same is Melboy. I think Hoff will be trying to go the entire race on those mediums. Don't know what the average gamer's plan is. I think he'll be pitting soon. Maybe hoping for another safety car, seeing how long he can take those mediums for. Bompton obviously having an incident in the first lap. He's back up to fourth after this safety car. He's locked out there. And obviously the top three pitting on new tyres, and ACS also on new tyres, and the only hard runner except from Sale is Reaper. And also this saves Sale's race a bit here as he's on the hard and he gets to fight the drivers at the back now. With now there's 19 laps left to go for this race. I think Bompton has the pace to keep up with Gangster here, so we might see quite a long train of cars with a top three and top two. As we go on to lap 11. Safety car should be coming in this lap now. Oh my god, it really is. I'm throwing, aren't I? It's not Sail, it's Silk. I never saw that K there, apparently. Sulk, yep. As Joe Kimberley is just positively informed me. It's Sulk in the McLaren. Salik. So like Sulk? Sulk, yeah, we'll go Sulk. Instead of Sail, don't want to say Sail. Sulk. Safety car's in this lap. And unfortunately, yeah, I didn't see the first few comments by No Dog No Problem. Has officially scored points in the first Division 1 race. Teammate, unfortunately doing the Nikita Mazepin of Division 1 DTR. Not finishing the first 3 races, pointless. It's very depressing. Anyway, the safety car's in this lap, and for the second time this race, Stewart is leading the restart with Fox Blue behind him. Very, very interesting. As he's gone a little bit faster this time, the safety car isn't in the pit lane yet. Will he go here? He doesn't. The wing's still not clean. all the way to the finish line. He has all the time in the world. There's a lot of changing places here. Reaper really losing out there. Always bumped some breaks late. He'll lose some positions. Loses it to ACL and Billy. So Williams and a Haas go side by side there. Oh, contact. I don't think anyone damaged by that too much. So there's a yellow flag. That's one. Salk is spun out there in 14th. As ACS obviously and Billy bumped him after he missed the braking zone into turn 1, and Billy looks like he's going to try and make the move on ASC here. He buys his time. A lot of different lines in that corner. The second chicane. As Gangster's very close on the back of Fox Blue here. So obviously so is Billy on ACS. So is everyone on everyone really. And Bogorowski even close on the back of Ree Elliott. Oh, Ree Elliott takes the turn for the worst. Moving wings that have not been cleared up by the marshals, unfortunately. Ree Elliott decides not to touch the inside corner there. As I said, many different lines here. As the Alpines swap position here. I don't think this is an inversion. I think they're just fighting for position here. The two teammates. Oh, as the average game is tyres, still 12 laps old. Going there, and Hammer has retired. Can Salk see anything from here? Just somehow manages to lose it on the straight there. He's gone into the wall and retired. There's a virtual safety car, even though it is quite on track, but we've had plenty of safety cars. As we have quite. Hopefully no one gets drive-throughs here. I will try to check the penalties while we're at that. At the moment, sorry, penalties. Only 3 seconds here. 3 seconds for Gangster. Unfortunately, that would not do his podium chances any great. I mean, maybe if he can gap ASC here. Also, Bompton and Nelboy has a 3 second, and the average game also has a 3 second. They're the only people with penalties at the moment. This virtual safety car taking a longish time. A border line. As it's now end, no one had got a drive through, and Gangster thought about going on the inside, but opted out of it. As Stewart is 7 tenths away. If he can break that 1 second for DRS, I think that's really what he's hoping for at the moment, but he's not using any DRS, so he's not really too bothered about it. Biggest gap at the moment is 3.6 second one, gapping the grid at the moment, as he leads the DRS train from Billy, Bompton, Nelblade, Hoff, the average gamer, Reaper, Ree Elliott, and Bogorowski with Salk back at the bomb, as unfortunately ACS gets a penalty there, as I'm missing the action. Stewart stays in front of that corner. We'll watch these top 3 at the moment, as I think Hoff and ESC got penalties there, and now Gangster is close on the back of Fox 3, but they're both ERS dumping here, and a little bit is Stewart as it comes to the almost halfway point of this race, and now they're really fighting for position here. As a lunge on the inside goes Fox Blue. Will this allow Gangster to sneak past for Fire Orange and the McLaren, or maybe a little bit forced off track there? if he got a penalty, we'll have to see what he says, but he didn't. So we'll have to see. As he's very close in the behind of Fox Blue, obviously. And unfortunately, the dive didn't work for Fox Blue, and he the switch back from Stewart worked perfectly. Also, Nailboy close on the back of Bompton here. I think he'll be making the move all back end. Gets a little bit of wheel spin, but he keeps it under control. Now he's going to have to go the long way round outside of Bompton. Decides opts out of it with his. We'll have to use too much ERS, but will he get a better run out of this second chicane? Perhaps the top three all within a second. As Nailboy's also the 3 tenths behind Bompton. Got to try to keep up with everyone here. As now Gangster's going to try and make a move. He has 92. Foxby not really managing his ERS too well at the moment compared to the other two. Oh, but Gangster's going to get a better run. Completely blocks off Gangster, so he's going to try to go around the outside. Can't do it there. Obviously, Fox Blue keeps ahead. As Nailboy finally gets past Bompton, he was looking for that move for quite a while. Next on Bompton's list is Hoff, and also Bogorowski and Sadek having a bit of and the Nody Gamer having a bit of an incident there. As that brings up the safety car, as no wing for Bogorowski or Average Gamer. I'd like to see POV on that. I'd love to be able to show a highlight reel and show you that, but I can't. As that stops the fighting between the top three, as that is our 4th safety car in this race? 3rd? Yeah. So that brings Salk back into it once again. Also brings the Nody Gamer also back into it, and Bogorowski, and I guess you could say Reaper and Elliott, the 2 Williams, who will be scoring points for this. There's a lot of pits here. Does anyone decide to go on the softs? Softs might just start going off at the end of the race, but I think it would be worth it for some drivers. Bompton, nobody goes onto the softs. Bompton mediums. Bogorowski goes onto the softs as well as a new wing, and the gamer who's serving his also getting a wing change, goes onto the softs. Bogorowski just gets in front of the average gamer there. As that moves, as Bompton pitting with Nailboy moves Elliott and Reap up, also moves Hoff up there to 6th, and this is what the restart will look like once the final 2 catch up. As the safety car is coming in this lap, there's a long pause there from me. As again, Stewart is starting in front of Fox Blue for the third safety car restart in a row. What does he decide to do now? Is two different restarts. Decides to go really early, and he's caught Fox Blue napping a bit there with 2 seconds. Wow, well that's great news for Fox Blue, and it's great news for no one else in the grid apparently. Bombs and pits for the soft tyres and a wing change, looks like. Yep. And ACS is close in the back of Gangster, but Gangster's nowhere near the back of Fox Blue, and Fox Blue needs to now catch up with the front. The front. Just Upogorski going off track there. The nerdy gamer is trying to fight him for a position. Holding still at the moment. Pogorowski down the straight, not using ERS, just using his power as Alpine. Surely won't go for the dive bomb on such an old veteran of the sport. And decides to go for the dive bomb and just taught a lesson early into that corner. The door was slammed shut by Bogorowski, and the average gamer almost was punished there. Well, he's coming back very well is the average gamer, as Fox Blue sets a new fastest. And surely on the straight he'll be caught as Bogorowski goes into the pits. Does Bogorowski for I don't know what, perhaps the wing, as Sulk is fighting Melboy at the moment. As Melboy better into the braking zone than Sulk, and knew he couldn't go around the outside, I think, so just let Melboy in front. That safety car restart putting a lot of people at 1 second difference, and not a lot of people will get DRS. I say that as Stewart has lost his 2 second advantage to Fox Blue, and Gangster's also into the DRS of Fox Blue. I think I said that first line right. Also, ASC loses it going into the second chicane. And that's a yellow flag, but unfortunately it's not a safety car because we just had one. Same as what happened to BB Baldy in his qualifying lap. That's so unfortunate for him. He was on for a top 5 finish. Anyway, Billy takes his position in 4th. As we're back to the old 6 temps between the 3 drivers, or 7 temps actually. 7, yeah. As I don't know when these two are going to mount an attack onto Stewart or each other. I don't know. Slick? Question mark? Are we on about Slick? Currently 9th on his 11 lap old hards. The closest driver behind him is 5 seconds away. He'll be wanting to catch up with Nelboy and I think Nelboy having maybe issues here. Does he have? No, I don't know. Just slowing down. Anyway, Hoff managed to get in front of Billy here. That's good work for Hoff after having a first lap incident. Little tap on the back there from Billy, showing him he's just right behind him, and I think the DRS he should get past Hoff. Hoff. Oh no, ERS though for Hoff. Side by side into the braking zone. And Billy takes position from Hoff there as Fox Blue goes into the lead as they're still fighting side by side. Gangster looking to take something from it. Oh, and into the wall goes Fox Blue. Oh, aggressively slamming into the wall again, almost taking out Reaper in the process. But it's very unfortunate from him. I think we're going side by side with Stuart. He just seems to lock tyres, and we'll see what comes of that at the end of the race. And Reed Elliott gonna get the place here from Fox Blue. So that now it leaves the front two scrapping, and the scrapping for P1 and scrapping for P3 going on here. As Hoff is trying to get in front of Billy, and Gangster's trying to get in front of Stuart. Trying to make it a 1-3 for Mercedes here. Salk also moving up good places due to the misfortune of the others. As now with DRS, can he get in front? He holds off the throttle, decides not to go side by side with Stuart into this turn. Could be biding his time a bit as Hoff is trying to go side by side. Oh, and he gets about exit in the first turn. And I don't think that's Billy's just run wide into Hoff there, and that's nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. I think Billy's just doesn't. It's just gone into the side of Hoff there and took himself out. I think Hoff was quite a decent enough. Right, that's a safety car there. I mean, I'm gonna look back at it. Oh, I didn't see that RPM. As that's Billy out of the race. I'm gonna have a check though with if we go back. I don't know. Let's have a. Trying to have a look here. As Billy goes wide. Obviously, I don't think anyone's going to put under the safety car. I don't know. Except from Fox Blue, who we saved, might be able to get some points from it. So here, I don't know. I don't know what the verdict of that will be between Billy and Hoff. Obviously, dives deep into the braking zone, Billy does, and then he's on the curb as well, trying to go around the corner as well. But then look, Hoff is there's enough track, I'm pretty sure, for Billy though. And then Billy just kind of, I don't know, I'll have to see the POV from Billy then and see what the stewards make of it. But obviously it's got the telemetry data of Hoff. Probably would have been better on board Billy there, but anyway, the people Stuart pitted for new tyres. Sulkin Scotty McLaren 1-2. Good to see, but could it come at a cost? I really think at the moment now, Gangster's wishing he did pit. Maybe should have followed Stuart in. Oh, never mind, Gangster was ahead of Stuart, wasn't he? But now Salk, all to do for his teammate. Depending on how long it takes these guys to catch up, might be getting going on lap 26 or lap 27. As we have th place to 19th place. All retired. Everyone on the soft compound tyre except Sulk and Gangster here, the two McLarens. We'll see if this is a good idea for them. So it looks like we'll be getting going on the start of lap 26. We'll get going. as the Haas of Bogorowski. It's a wing change, I'm pretty sure, from that pit stop, and he'll catch up to the grid. I think the safety car will go in anyway, but even if he isn't there. Actually, a very good start from Gangster to hopefully keep Stewart as far back as possible. As we are only 4 laps from finishing, and there's no DRS for the 2 laps after the safety car, so we won't have it until lap 28. So maybe Salk might just be able to keep in front of Stewart for long enough. We'll have to see. Yeah, but we will see how good Gangster's restarts are. For the first time, the 4th safety car restart we're having in Division 3. Gangster is leading it at the moment. We'll see what his restart tactic is compared to. Surely in this moment though, Gangster could speed off and Sulk could just like sit there, because they're not past the pit lane yet. Hope Sulk sees that it's not worth going for the win here, but he should, yes, hopefully try to keep thingy behind here at the moment. No boy trying to get in front of the average gamer, can't do so. No, average gamer misses the apex, and no boy will be able to. No, he loses it and retires. Oh, so unfortunate for him. That'll be hefty impact. Now that makes it a lot of retirees. I'm pretty sure 9 in total, right? 9 in total retirees, as Stewart wants to go the long way around on Salk. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. It proves me wrong, as now Stewart needs to catch Gangster, as I think he will do. But there's no way that Salk could come back at Stewart, right? Stewart just knows he will catch up to Gangster eventually, I think. As Bogorowski, as Fox Blues seem to have fell off again. Bit of anger. Yes, and spinning out of the penultimate corner, that makes it 10 retirees of this match. Bogorowski, for his return, will get solid 4 points, I'm pretty sure. Foxby pits. So the drivers left in it. It was really a shootout. I didn't know Australia could have this many DNFs. I still missed the apex, and now Hoff wants to get in on it. And we have a battle race in between Stewart and Gangster here. You can see them up ahead. As Sel misses the apex, spins into the corner, manages to stay out of the way of. As Reaper is getting involved as well, doing what they did in trying to go 3 wide there doesn't work, as we learned in Breaking Point. As Bogorowski gets the 3-second time penalty, that won't matter. Fox Blue's many seconds behind. I don't think Salk will get this podium. It's looking quite unlikely, as Hoff is bound to make the move here, with DRS being enabled, but it's not this lap. Will Reaper be able to try and fight for that P3 as well with Hoff? Salk doing his best to try and defend it. Stewart surprisingly not catching that fast, not as fast as I thought on Gangster, but I think he'll be much faster through this slow section. Reality even trying to fight for his podium. Fox Blue retires as well on the exit of that second chicane. With that's 11 retirees now. Salk will be very surprised if he manages to get this podium. As now trying to go around the outside. Can Hoff do it? No. Salk also with a 3-second time penalty though, so we have to keep that in mind. I just realised. Currently Hoff is on. No, currently Reaper is on for the P3 at the moment. All Reaper has to do is just bide his time at the moment because he can literally see his podium that's in front of Salk. As Hoff is trying to get in front of Salk to start their last lap of the race, and now really we should be watching, as we know Reaper has most likely got the podium here. He needs to keep, at the moment he's still just got it, he needs to just keep by his time, but also someone that currently isn't on for the race win is Stewart here. Stewart has got to catch up with Gangster, and surely we'd just be dumping all his DRS because this is his last lap he can do so. Five tenths it is now. Reaper still on for the podium at the moment, I think. Never mind. Salk is 2 seconds. Just on for the podium is Reaper. I think Hoff is trying to make it his first podium though. Very, very close it is between the podium, and it looks like Gangster's going to take the win, making the right choice under safety car, being really zoomy on these mediums. Surprisingly, he's going to take home the race win. As I'm just looking now to see who's going to have... Oh, never mind. Obviously, Stewart doesn't have time penalties. Never mind. Stewart takes P1. Gangster second. Hoff takes... Does he get the podium? Does he get the podium? Just by 0.6 of a second. Hoff gets the podium and rounds off the top 3. Stewart, Gangster and Hoff are the top 3 in Australia, having 11 retirees this race, making it the fewest finishing of so far this season, as Reaper gets the most overtakes of this race. And there we go, the podium celebration. Stewart now closing the gap on Fox Blue. As that win will take him in front of Fox Blue, I'm pretty sure, with 55 points, and Fox Blue finishing but only getting, I think it should take them, oh no, never mind, I'm not even looking at the right person. Stewart will go second at the moment, I think, with Billy retiring, and a lot of other people retiring, so we'll have to see what the stewards say about it. But at the moment it looks like Mercedes will probably lead constructors, and it will be Fox Blue still keeping his P1. At the moment, it's a good race, a surprising race with the amount of DNFs we had, and the amount of tyres used by Bogorowski apparently, and Bompton there. All 5 except from the other hard compound tyre and the other set of mediums. Bogorowski using it to its full potential. As in, obviously we can see the incidents of the race, a lot of track limits, but obviously look, it's only collisions. Bogorowski having incidents. Obviously more collisions there. More collisions. Yeah, well, we'll have to see what the stewards say about it for this race. But so far, it's been quite a been an excited first 3 races in Division 3 for race 3. I guess it was just supposed to be for Stewart here, 666. It's funny how Stewart, I'm assuming it's Stewart Fox and then Fox Blue, you know. Anyway, yeah, I don't really know what else to say. If you want to race in a race like this, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and check out the Discord below in the description. Thank you for watching this race. I'll be back here Thursday night, as I started commentating. It was daylight outside and now it is night time where I am, so that's a good bit. And fastest lap goes to Bompton, I just saw there, so congratulations to him getting that extra point in the top 10. And I'll see you guys next Thursday.